Yeah, I'm on top of the world and feeling great, yeah. Been below it before, but now we safe, yeah. Struggle for a minute, but we made it. Drink a penicillin like it was water, I'm wasted.
What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to another edition of the 16's podcast. As you can see by the title, we have another anime that we're going to be reacting to. We've been on the roll so far. I know it's kind of into the season already, not too deep though, thank goodness. It's only the 4th episode. But we started getting these reaction videos edited and out, and like coming home from work, hey, listen, it's all I want to do is watch a new episode, record, and get the editing to try and get videos out for you guys. So as we saw in the last week's episode of Chainsaw Man, Denji goes up against the Bat Demon because Power basically takes him out there like, hey, this demon took my cat. I need help getting my cat back. So Denji goes with her to get the cat. You see at the not the end, but during the whole kind of, I wouldn't say altercation, but during the whole, during them talking and whatnot, you see the bat eat the cat, Power's cat. So that's kind of, that was bad. And then he goes and he eats her too. And then Denji, he just flips out. His whole motivation is to be able to grab some boobs. So when he takes Power away, he loses it, goes chainsaw, and goes crazy on the bat. So as we saw at the very end of the episode, I don't know if he actually won yet, or if the fight's still gonna be going on when we get back with this week's episode, because where they ended it, he was just kind of standing there with the chainsaws going. So I'm assuming we're going to pick up right from the very end of that fight and continue going forward in this new episode. Loving it so far. The action has been amazing. So it's kind of like a 2D kind of mixed with 3D animation, whatnot. It's doing it for me. I've really enjoyed it so far. You don't really know too much about the people around Denji, so you really know about him. You kind of get a bit of information about Power. I forgot exactly what she is, but she's not the same thing Denji is, as far as like, she's a fiend. So she's not the same thing Denji is. So, they're different. Like I was saying, they're different classifications. So I wonder if we get to see more of those as the season, goes on. If Denji's whole team is basically going to be filled with, half human, half devil hybrid breed kind of stuff. So with all that, we will see what happens in this episode, and we will break it down at the very end like we normally do. So without further ado, Chainsaw Man episode 4. I know that's 8, but we talking about 4. At Chainsaw Man episode 4. There we go. See y'all in the breakdown. Well, damn. Said what? She gotta eat, right? Nah, it's crazy. Said the cat is like Power's Pochita. It's your friend. Inside of the demon, I am dead. Got you. So he did win at the end of last week. Chest. You promised. Yeah? Don't you chicken out now. You done got the green light, my boy. Yosha! His arm came off. What the hell? The hell is this, a worm? A parasite? What the fuck? Oh, I got titties too? What the hell? Can't do that. He can't transform again, can he?
コウモリちゃん殺したの。私の男だったのに。
Her boyfriend? Hell no.
よく見ると可愛い顔。好みの顔してるから逃がしてあげる。
But her on the other hand.
殺す。じゃあ死にな。
Damn. You gonna have to bite him and get some blood or something, Denji. What's going on? He can't fight back. Hey man, don't judge a man's motivation. Okay. Let's go, Denji! Oh man. Trying to wrap his legs up. Got him. Did he win? No. Who was that? Oh, buddy. Whoa! So he has one too, or something like that? That's what I said, was talking about earlier. It's a team full of people who can do different stuff. So is this his whole team?
潜んでいたと思われる家にはお前の血が大量に落ちていた。お前血の魔人に殺されそうになっただろう。
Cover for.
理由はわからないがお前はまた悪魔にしているな。俺がもっと詳しく調べて上に報告すれば血の魔人もそれをかばったお前も処分される。だが死者も出なかったし、お前が一つだけ条件を飲むなら今回はお願いして。
What's the condition?
俺の言うことを聞いていればお前は今の生活を守れるぜ。どうだ、分かったら返事。
おう、頭に入れといてやな。安心してくれ。あんたらみてえにご立派な目標はねえし、しょぼい夢しかねえけどよ。てめえと同じぐらい俺マジでやっからさ、どーんと期待しといてくれ。
ああ、無罪だったじゃろ。わかったらさっさとこれを外せ。
俺たちはデビルハンターです。あくまでも魔人でも使えるもんは何でも使うべきだ。でも敵は敵、利用するだけです。慣れ合うつもりはないですよ。
どうぞ。
失礼します。デンジはチェーンソーとなってコウモリの悪魔を駆除後、今度はヒルの悪魔の襲撃を受けましたが、こちらは我々4課が駆除しました。またコウモリヒルからはともに銃の肉片は発見されませんでした。報告は以上です。
昼飯何？
カレー。
やり。んだよ、悪魔か？
Why is he crawling? Power.
狭い家じゃの。
Ah, they all together.
なんで俺にヤバいやつばかり集めて
川君一部に信用しているからだよ。もう死ぬじゃん。
おい、俺の最強だぞ。
はい。
He only doing it because he like her.
住まわせるのも変だしね。大丈夫だよ。野菜は嫌いじゃ。おい。
人参。野菜を投げるな。
トイレ。クソはたまにしか流さんはじゃ。
流す。
What?
せんだよ。
風呂はたまにしか入らんはじゃ。
入れ。
What?
せんだよ。
なんちゃうな。人間は繊細じゃのう。なあやこ。
Right? Hey, listen, I ain't mad at y'all. I'd be mad as hell too. You talking about you don't flush your shit? What?
あ、おい、クソ悪魔。てめえのクソこびりついて取れねえんだよ。
You want to touch? Uh-huh.
あ？
約束だったじゃろ。胸を揉ませてやるから揉め。
Yo! Let's go, Denji.
俺どうした。嬉しいじゃろ。揉め揉め。
Don't you freeze. Don't you freeze.
じゃが条件がある。胸を揉んでいい回数は3揉みじゃ。
3問。
ニャーコを助けたのが1揉み。コウモリを殺したので2揉み。そしてちょんまげからわしをかばってくれたので3揉みじゃ。胸を揉ませるのは嘘だったんじゃが、うぬの頑張りに報いての3揉み。
I am dead.
うんじゃな。
Let's go, Denji! Yo! Oh, and that's how they gonna end it, man. Hey, listen, y'all. This is a really good episode. I definitely enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and get into this breakdown. As y'all can see, the episode it took a turn. So at the very beginning, like I was talking about in the intro, I wasn't sure if they were gonna pick up with him fighting the Bat Devil or not, because I wasn't exactly sure if he had won, just because how they left the camera angle. But as we see when it picks back up, he won. Obliterated all over the ground, knocked out. Power was there on the ground. The cat was there. Meowie was there on the ground. And then out of nowhere, I believe they said it was the leech devil. He pops up. She pops up. Actually, it's a she. I kept saying he. It's a she. She pops up, goes up against Denji. Denji was still going crazy, fighting back and whatnot, even though he wasn't in full chainsaw mode. So that's something else we learned too. The more blood he loses, the less powerful or less full of a transformation he can make to the Chainsaw Man. So we saw he didn't have his arms at all, and he just had a little bit of it coming out of his head. But hey, he was legit still holding his own, which was pretty amazing to see. We learned in the last episode that he can retract the chainsaws and all that kind of stuff too when he caught the car. So as I guess as we continue to go along with these episodes, we'll learn more and more about his ability, probably Power's ability, and I'm gonna just call him Hyoko. I think that's his name. I don't remember his whole name, but I know it's with an H. With his abilities as well, since he has a contract with the devil. So that's gonna be pretty cool. What I was talking about, as well as his whole group being people with like different abilities and all that kind of stuff. So as we've seen so far, he's formed a contract. Denji is fused with Pochita, and Power's a fiend, so she's fused with, what was the Blood Devil or something like that. So that's, so we're getting all of that. The action, hands down, was amazing, seeing Denji go crazy against the leech devil. I mean, wow. Especially not being in full power and him being able to hold his own. That was, like I said, that was amazing to see. He, as you can see on the ground, how Power was laying there watching the fight go by. It was like she was starting to get respect for him being able to, hold his own like that. Like, he realizing he's a devil too. Like, hey. He liked that, and which we get to see kind of paid off at the very end of the episode, but we'll get into that when we get closer to the end of the episode. So they go crazy. Hyoko, he basically reports back to Makima about the situation, how they were able to get all the way out there without, people really supervising them and not knowing where they were and all that, all the way to the devil's house. The key thing was Denji ended up protecting Power because, as we saw last week, that Power basically set him up to feed him to the Bat Devil so she could get Meowie back. But Denji covered for him because he kind of, I guess, through it all, he could kind of understand the feeling how she was about Meowie, because he was just like that about Pochita. So he kind of, compartmentalized, like, even though she's crazy and whatnot, it's like, hey, I kind of get that, I feel the same way. Like he said, he talked about, I believe it was definitely last week's episode, how he talked about when he lost Pochita for the day and how he was feeling and all of that when he finally was able to find him back at the house. So he understood what she was going through, which is why he still helped even though she set him up, and he still like covered for her even though she set him up. So hey, he real dude, real nigga right there. I respect that out of Denji. So you get Hyoko talking to Makima about all of that kind of stuff, and then we get to I wouldn't say the best part of the episode, but where it kind of gets kind of crazy, not crazy like in a bad way, but like crazy fun in a good way, with Power coming to live with Hyoko and Denji, which was that that kind of scene of her not like showering or bathing and her not flushing after she talking about, I occasionally take baths, I occasionally flush the toilet after I use it and whatnot. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be a problem. She throwing vegetables, I don't eat vegetables and all that. Hey, listen, I kind of get the vegetable stuff. I kind of get it, but we don't be doing that. What did Denji say? You have to show respect for the farmers who made the food and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then at the very, here we go, at the very, very, very end, with Denji in the, in the bathroom cleaning up the toilet, talking about Power, your shit is still around the rim and whatnot, trying to clean it off. She comes in, closes the door like, hey, we had a deal, didn't we? You get 3 squeezes. Whoa. And then I'm like, bro, Denji, I swear, you better not freeze up. And then they ended up cutting it. But what I think is going to happen next week, they might pick, so what I feel they've been doing is kind of picking up from where they leave off after the previous episode. So what I think might happen is they pick up and he's going in to reach for it, and then Buddy opens the door like, hey, we got a mission or something, and then he doesn't get to do it. He has to wait till later, so we don't get to see it right away. But so far so great. I absolutely love Denji and Power. Their personalities, of the characters, just great for me. Denji is really he's grateful to be in the situation that he's in now, seeing, after we saw his backstory and all that. So he's grateful of that. But his energy, bro, I don't know really how to explain it, but he's kind of carefree. How he was talking about Hyoko was talking about get manners and all that. He was like, maybe, I'll think about it. Don't press your luck. You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. I love him. Love Power, how she's kind of, she's not human, so she's kind of all over the top and all that with her antics and everything. So I really dig their connection and looking forward to seeing how that grows in the future. Can't wait to see next episode if my man Denji gets to grab on them titties. But yeah, great episode so far. Our season has been great. Can't wait for next week. Make sure if you enjoy, we're trying to pump these out, the reaction videos. Make sure if you enjoy it, like it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Can always appreciate constructive criticism. So social medias are down below. Hit me up on there, DM me or something like that. Just let me know what you think could be better, what you think could be added to the channel. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch y'all in the next one.
Vibe away.